Here's a cool thing that we're going to talk about. This is another part. I did make another video, but it was late at night and it didn't come out too well. I'll throw it up as part of this one. I'll cut some of it, but you know, we'll go from there. This is going to be about part 2, I believe, of repainting your stick, or painting your stick to however you want. One thing that you're going to need is Scotch tape. This is the painter's tape. I always have about 2 or 3 rolls extra of that. We're going to go ahead and throw that bad boy right there. And then I'm going to show you the work that I did. This is from the original video that I did back in December. I originally got this. This is a Dolomite shaft. I went and bought this after the one that came in the mail came broken, so I went and bought the same exact thing, and then I painted it myself. This one I did it without tape. I just kind of did it by eye. And so I painted the bottom half of the shaft. I made it white. As you can see, it's gotten some nice wear and tear. And over here, so it's kind of started to rub out with some of the paint. And then of course there's over here the top half that was painted black, and I left the Warrior out. I always gotta rep that one. And then like I said, this is a job without tape. I didn't use any tape for this one. I forgot to. I may have been really busy or something, didn't feel like it. Then I painted the top part black, and then I threw in a Patrick Kane grip from the from Tacky Mac. So that's how this shaft came out. And this, like I said, this is without tape. I wasn't too happy. I'm not too happy about it, but I'm just gonna keep using it until it wears out. And then of course I just recently got a Warrior AK-27 shaft. This is a retail one. This is probably the first retail shaft that I've ever used in about maybe 10 years. And this one, hey, this is really cool. This is called blade tape. That stuff that you put on the blade. They actually make it for the butt end of the sticks. And what you do is you start up at the top and you just wrap it up all the way down. And so I accidentally cut it right there, so I had to redo it, but I don't care, whatever. It came out. I like it. It's pretty rad feeling. It feels pretty cool. It's like a waffle. And so far I've been walking around the house using it, and I've had no issues with the palm. Can't wait to use it tomorrow when I finally get to hit the ice after being sick. Now this shaft was actually painted with tape. And what we're going to take a look here is we're going to take a look here at the shaft itself. So as you can see, I left the W on. That one was left with tape, and also the AK-27 part. And as you can see, there's a little blocky part right there onto the satin Warrior. And you can see right there where some of the white paint and some of the black paint meshed. And then now this part right here, this is kind of blotched up. Kind of made me mad because the tape actually came undone while I was spray painting it, and so it came undone. Didn't like it. And of course you can see the other part of the Warrior right there. Just gotta scrape that out and make it even. And then of course the bottom half of the shaft, as usual, was painted white. And for giggles, because I don't use standard shafts, I had to go buy my own blades. So I went and bought some Hedman 6K Reebok blades. I don't know how happy I'm going to be about that. It's completely different than my curves, as you can see the curve difference, but whatever, we'll make it work. And if we don't make it work, we're going to get rid of it. So the only thing that I'm really absolutely I'm happy about is that AK-27 shafts are so short. I had to add an end plug about 7 inches, so it turned this 100 flex shaft into about an 85-90 flex. So that's way too whippier than my favorite Sherwood stick. So my RM19 shaft. So I'm not too happy about that. But this is a paint job using tape. This is a paint job not using tape. As you can see, the sloppy difference. So the lesson here is use tape, so you can get that good looking stick part done. This isn't the best job either, but this was kind of a hurry job earlier this morning or yesterday, and so we're gonna go from there. So there you go. Painting your shaft, doing it the right way, or doing it the right way, or the wrong way. Alright, so cheers. Let me know if you have any questions. This is using tape, painter's tape. and you can obviously tell the difference. I mean, this one is used and it is chopped up, but you can definitely tell the difference there and there, 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 there. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. So other than that, thanks for watching, and then we'll be doing the review on the blade tape here pretty soon. And go ahead and keep an eye out for it. Cheers. Paint my sticks, that way I could have an each different, I guess, flavor type of thing going on. And this is the latest product. We did go ahead and spray paint it. What I did with this one was I don't have painter's tape anymore. Something happened to it. It must have been when we moved, or I must have accidentally used it for the usual thing, you know, wrapping boxes and sending packages out, or in trades, or selling gloves, or probably I used it for Christmas wrapping if I'm right. So here's what I did today. I took my black and white. I decided to mix them up. I just dabbed right now on this line right here, just to kind of show you guys, you know, that I did do different coatings, not just all one. This is all without tape. You can normally use the tape. That's what I do. I use normal, you know, painter's tape, but because I didn't have it, I'm not going to have perfectly straight lines. So, and then of course I'm going to have to go back and try to fix the Warrior on the side right there. So what I did was, I did the tip in white, and that's going to be the taper tip. Oh, if you guys are probably wondering what this is we're having the windows redone at our house, and so we got a big ass, what I like to call cherry picker. That's what I called it from my days in technical theater, you know, building sets and stuff. So what I did was, the first bottom half is going to be white, just like how I like my sticks to be, you know, white like that. But I'm not a big fan of some of the you know, some of the graphics that Warrior does. I do like the big Warrior logo right there. That's beautiful. So what I did was, I started up there, painted black all the way around, and then I just left the Dolomite, you know, gotta represent. Dolomite is one of my all-time favorite sticks. Then brought it down, and then we're gonna go back and shave that right there. Probably gonna use a sponge. Once it's fully dry, I'm gonna let it cure for overnight. And oh yeah, it's hanging from my ceiling outside. See, outside, beautiful stars. You can't really see the stars, but that's a tree. Ask the neighbors. They're always out here barbecuing. And so what I did was, I did first a full layer of white. Actually, I did a full layer of black. The whole stick, just blacked it out. And then I went back about 2 hours later. I did the white. You know, so it goes as a second layer onto it, so it can do a nice second coating, so it's nice and solid. And then I went back and I did a second layer of black, so it gets nice and solid as well. And then you know, I'm gonna have to go back and do a couple of touch-ups, like right there and right there once I'm done with this video. And then up here where a little bit bled over and just kind of dripped down. And then what I did up here, I just put a hook on the end of the stick, like a butt end, and then I hooked it to the top of the ceiling. So that's what I ended up doing for this stick.